What's up, guys? This is the Growing Up Italian podcast, and I'm here with the gang, the OG gang, Miguel and Rocco. What's up, guys?
I just want to let everybody know that I wasn't originally invited to this. I totally crashed.
Yeah, where you been?
Yeah, honestly,
where
you
you
guys
been?
don't even invite me.
If you
I'm
don't
like
show up
offended.
2 times, you don't get invited anymore.
I don't understand.
Haters.
She says she's the favorite, but nobody knows her.
Listen, I'm here.
I got fans now.
I'm here, and I'm ready for espresso time, so let's do it.
Listen, before we start, we have a very fun episode for you guys. We just want to wish everybody happy holidays. We hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving. It's December. It's a holiday the whole month. Nobody works in December. That's how I feel.
Christmas
Pretty
right
much.
around the corner. This is my favorite time of year.
Exactly.
This is the best time,
especially
of
in
year.
New York, right? Like,
Yeah.
with everybody's decorations, you know?
The tree got lit up yesterday. It's officially Christmas time.
Yep. It's Christmas time in New York. But with that being said, we appreciate all these new followers, all these new listeners. The podcast is the busiest it's ever been. Views are like quadruple.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate everybody that's tuned in.
Every single one of you.
Please
bro.
make sure you guys leave feedback for us, leave comments. Share the podcast with one of your friends that loves Italian culture, loves being Italian, or wants to learn more about the Italian culture. Whatever the case may be. But we really do appreciate every single one of you. And we wouldn't be Growing Up Italian if it wasn't for you guys. So I just wanted to start the pod with that. Now we can do the fun stuff.
That was a really
You've become such
touching
a wise man.
intro.
Listen, I talk so much, I feel like I have to say some nice things once in a while, you know?
Very
Only
true.
sometimes.
All right, so you guys know how this works. Miguel is finally here for an episode. I feel like you need like a formal invitation to be on an episode.
Honestly, I want Miguel's job. She gets a piece of the pod and doesn't come
Oh
to the
my
episodes.
God. You guys realize
Let's
that you
switch.
leave me to do all the work that you guys can't be bothered with, right?
Listen, whatever works, all right?
So
And then you don't chuck me an invite to espresso time. I'm offended.
listen, you should know how it works now. We're going to go over some questions that
Yeah, you don't
people
know
have
how it
asked
works.
us.
I know how it works. I know. You think I don't watch the episodes?
But my favorite part at the end we'll do overrated, underrated, and perfectly rated.
Yeah, I like that.
Miguel could ask us.
Yeah, you like that.
And we'll answer.
Okay, deal.
All right, so let's jump right into it. Some questions that you guys have for us. This is from cafe_amici_New Jersey. Food that just tastes better in Italy no matter what.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
There's something about a tomato in Italy.
100%.
Like, you cut open a tomato in Italy, put some olive oil, some oregano, it tastes like...
That's a quick answer and
All
a
right.
great answer, too.
Tomato didn't come to my mind right away. I was going to say homemade suppressata.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
dry
Because
meat.
I've brought a homemade, for legal purposes, I didn't actually bring it, wink, wink.
A friend of mine.
But when you bring a suppressata that was made in Italy to New York, it just doesn't taste the same.
Yeah, the sun- the
once
air-
it touches the
the
air,
air,
it's
yeah.
just different.
Rob,
Call
what
me
do you
crazy.
think?
I was going to say, there's 2 answers. I'm going to say the meat there. That's kind of piggybacking off yours. There's nothing like a grilled steak in Italy. Like,
I feel like the steak's not good in
I
Italy,
was going to
though.
say...
because you
I was
guys
gonna
don't like
say-
tough.
it rough, right?
Yeah, it's tough.
But-
Because the meat in Italy, like
But
the steak's very muscle.
I'll tell you what changed my mind. I'll never forget. This had to be like 2013. Chedavad. Going up the
Oh,
mountain.
yeah,
Everything
yeah.
tastes better.
Well, dude,
They're making a roast.
when
like,
you
and we
you,
went,
you
and it
walked
was
up that
great.
year, they could have gave you grass with some oil, and you would have thought it was the best meal you ever had.
Yeah.
After that walk, anything does it.
I feel like the safer answer for me is the mozzarella. In
Buffalo
particular,
mozzarella. I was gonna
mozzarella
say
di
that.
bufala.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you can't beat it.
Because
You
buffalo
can't beat it.
mozzarella
agree.
here, I don't know if
It's
it's like
not
takes
really
too long to get here.
It's not really a thing. Like, it's not used like that.
But in where we come from in Eboli,
that's all there
it's
is.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
mad
the
good.
especially the buffalo mozzarella in our region, can't beat it.
Phenomenal.
I agree.
Okay,
And
question
buffalo
number 2.
mozzarella is an acquired taste for everybody too.
Yeah, absolutely. Vincenzo Guida, what's the thing your family's city in Italy is known for?
All right, so Sans is known for their lavender and their honey.
Our dad's town is known for basically having the biggest mountain in the region.
Yeah.
So we have that whole lavender, mushrooms.
And because of the mountain, it is in our region, we're known to have the best water.
Well, we supply water to like
The
a lot of
whole-
towns.
yeah.
Y'all guessing it right now.
No, it's a fact.
Most
Most of
Get out
all
of here.
of all of
Do
the
your
water,
Googles.
Dude, no, seriously.
Really?
Most of all the water in Campania comes from Chirvat.
Sansa
Are
has
you
the most.
serious?
Yeah,
Sansa
it's a
has the
fact.
most territory,
I didn't know that, bro.
but
Bro,
we
the
do nothing with
highest-
it. But we do nothing with
highest-
it.
There's levels to San.
The highest point in all of our Regione Campania is Chirvato.
Yeah, that
is
I
our
knew.
mountain.
That I knew. Because I took a selfie on the mountain. You gave me that fun
You
fact.
took a selfie by that that yellow.
the yellow spot. That's the exact spot.
That's
right?
the
Yeah, that's the
highest
highest point.
So, if you're first time listener, listening to us for the first time, Miguel and Sabino, their father is from Sanza in Salerno. Their mother is from Sassano.
And both your parents
and
are
both
from
my
there.
parents are from Sassano.
And then
so
our mom and your dad are brother and sister.
yeah. So what Sassano is known for is their cheese and the Valle del Orchidea, which is orchids. It's a strip with straight orchids all over the place on the mountain. It's really weird.
I want to make a joke, but I don't know if I should.
Don't do it. Don't
Listen,
do it.
it's not, I don't want to say if what they're known for.
No, I want to say what Sassano's known for to me.
Go ahead, go
what?
ahead.
Like we have cousins there that poop their pants.
All right, we're gonna have to edit that out.
All right. Next question. Eat pasta d'oro. Can you only learn the Malocchio prayer on Christmas Eve night?
Yes.
Are we allowed to answer that?
No,
Yeah,
you
I
could
think
say
King
that,
gets
but
You just can't say that.
we literally can't say anything else. But that's the only time. Like that's when I learned. I learned at a very young age, and every year on Christmas Eve we touch up on it.
But I wonder if it's only our family.
No,
Or if
it's-
it's multiple, like maybe regional.
From,
you know?
from what I understand is that's the only day you could learn it.
We should ask the followers that if it's like a. But I have seen feedback because I feel like we posted last year.
Yeah.
You know, like I would have questions to ask, but I don't know what you can and can't talk about. But I like wonder if it's the same in all the regions. Not even like about learning it, but like the
ritual
the
itself.
actual
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I mean-
some people get crazy with it, like with the oil and water. Are we allowed to say that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Our family doesn't
We don't do
know
that.
it,
Yeah,
so-
we don't do that.
but
So
listen,
But
what I
there's
saw,
a lot of stuff you can't talk about. It's really crazy.
Yeah, but yo, in the comments section, like Sabino said, we posted a picture last year, like a "Did you know the Malocchio prayer can only be learned on Christmas Eve?" And somebody's like, "Oh, what's
Can
the
you
Malocchio
teach us?
prayer?"
Yeah, can
and
you
then
teach us?
somebody replied like the whole prayer. I'm
No,
like,
you
I
gotta
gotta
delete
delete
that.
this.
You gotta delete
I
that,
deleted it
bro.
the second I saw
I'm
it.
not trying to lose my powers over some comment. I'm gonna be
And I love
honest.
what. Listen, if you want to learn the Malocchio, Venmo me 500
Nice,
on
bro.
Christmas Eve.
No, you can't, bro. You can't. You can't accept money, and you're not allowed.
Oh, forget it. I'm not teaching
No,
you that.
listen to this. This you could talk about. If someone has Malocchio and they ask me for my help, they're not allowed to say thank you.
So you just take it.
Yeah, you gotta do it,
I say thank you all the time.
and you especially can't charge them for it.
All right, so let me ask you guys this
I'll take
before we
gifts
move
then.
to the next question: does the Malocchio work?
Yes,
I could listen. The other day I had a crazy headache,
And
I text my mom, do my head.
and the whole
she got all the
family,
Zias
the whole
right.
family was working on it. And how'd you feel after?
Felt great.
No cap.
I never
I'm
took
not gonna
Advil
lie.
in my life.
I should probably never say this, but I'll tell you what I did when I was 14.
All right,
I didn't have a headache.
you
So-
didn't.
So I was like, yo, my mom always burps when she does it.
Okay,
Right. So I was like, I wonder if it's like, it's a hoax or something.
so you were
right?
testing it.
So I tested the theory
And she didn't burp.
did not burp.
There you go.
So I was like, all right, it's legit. then.
Listen, I have friends that they'll literally like we'll just be hanging out and one of them be like, yo, I really don't feel good, I'm sick. And I'll do whatever. I'll be like, yo, you got Malocchio. They're like, what? I'm like, yo, watch this. I do what I have to do. A couple minutes later, I'm like, how do you feel? They're like, dude, get the fuck out of here. That's wild.
It's weird. I don't know.
It's literally, it's insanity.
It's kind of crazy that it could be like a higher thing in this life that's
Yeah.
doing
I
something
believe
to
it.
us.
We believe
yeah,
it.
we have to believe in it, right?
Yeah. Fiamma _Fulmine. What do you want this to see improve in the Italian community? Tough question,
I want
right?
to see improve.
Listen, they're going into this blind too. Like I didn't tell them what
Yeah,
questions
I don't know
we
these
got.
questions.
So-
I
I would like to
go
see
ahead.
like these young kids on TikTok and show some pride about being Italian. Like stop like falling into the stereotype of being like, hey, how's a gabagool?
Yeah.
How's
I
it?
agree.
You know,
That-
like,
definitely agree with
come
that.
on, man.
Like, look,
show some respect with it at least. You know?
but it's crazy, but that's like mainstream Italian culture, right? Like the mafia,
Italian-American,
the jumpsuits. Yeah. That's what people think of when you think Italian American. So it's not really their fault because that's what we're almost like taught is cool. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But I
It
agree.
starts with pages like us though. Like that's why we refuse to post things like that. If you look
Yeah,
at what
yeah.
we post, we rather post like good times with family, nonna comment.
Yeah.
Like nonni comment.
And you
content,
really,
you know?
and when you put that kind of content up, like you really see the positive feedback. Like that's really what it is. Like people respect that more than the jumpsuit, the gold chains, ayo.
Listen,
like,
once in a while
cool
it's
to
funny.
me.
Once in a while it's funny.
Yeah.
It takes a rare video for me to like that.
Yeah.
You know, unless
Like
we're
one out of
involved
100.
or collaborating, then we'll be on board because you know who doesn't love a collaboration. But yeah, I definitely agree with everything you guys just said. James King.4, how necessary is it to know what part of Italy your ancestors come from?
Oh, fundamental.
Oh,
we spoke
yeah.
about this. If you don't know, you might get questioned if you're even Italian. How are you going to say you're Italian if you don't know where your family's from?
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
most important part
makes-
of really knowing who you are and what your family's all about.
And now with ancestry.com, and I mean, they're not paying us for this, which they should be. But like with apps like that, like me and Rocco took a test, and it shows on the app that we're first cousins. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
pretty cool.
crazy.
you can kind of connect to family too, you know? So
Yeah.
if you have no idea about where you come from, it's as easy as doing that.
I had a friend of mine go to Italy, I think over this summer or last, yeah, it was this summer. And this was the first time he went back to his hometown in Italy. And he said that he met like his mom's third cousin or something like that. And he got to see like his town. He's like, yo, it was the sickest experience ever. I think every person who...
Yeah.
I think every single person who's Italian should experience that. So that's why it's so important to know where your family's from.
At least once.
At least once.
Great answer. That was love
Save up for it.
You guys are preaching right now. All right, little change of pace here, but kind of going back to what we said a little earlier. Joey Blooney, favorite mafia movie of all time.
Oh my God. The Godfather.
Sabina?
That's a typical answer. Favorite mafia movie. I mean, listen, I like to watch them all, but I'm just going to say my mood for today because if you ask me this question, and
It'll be
it
a
could
different
change.
answer.
But I'll say Casino. I like Casino.
Listen, people tell me I'm crazy when I say this, but I like Casino better than Goodfellas. But The Godfather to me, and I don't even know how to properly word this, but I feel like it's the most relatable to us because it's not all about, yes, they're in the mob, like whatever, but it touches on other key points like family, like the relationship amongst family members, like that stuff
That's
is
kinda
very
real.
relatable.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Because-
All while, he's Michael Corleone, but I feel like they touch on so much more than them just being
Even your
in the
teeth
mafia.
bite your tongue every once in a while.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Like, there's some like real values
That's
there.
why I said.
And they
The
show you a
Godfather.
valuable lesson that
Yeah.
Sicilian women are more dangerous than shotguns.
Shotgun, yeah. I mean, a lot of memes were
Which
made
we've
from
learned with
Godfather.
experience on this side.
But for me, it's Godfather 2.
Yeah.
The second one to me is what
Yeah.
does it.
Like,
Just
I-
learning about it being in Corleone, Sicily.
Like
so
when
Build up
Sonny,
of that is
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
though.
when Sonny gets gunned down, I mean that
Spoiler!
to me is like I still cry every time I see it.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
all right, our girl Ariana Di Chico over here. Who wins in an O Sole Mio single between Sabino and Rocco?
Ooh, you know what?
We could
Instead
put
of
to the test if
answering,
you
why
want.
don't you guys just hit a high note real quick and I'll vote?
You'll vote, but
Yeah, I'll
are you
vote.
unbiased here?
Unbiased.
He is your brother, you know.
Dude,
Oh,
he's
sole mio,
dear God.
sai pronta te. I don't know the words.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Rock. Let it rip.
I'm going mad hard on this.
All
one.
right.
Angelo Venuto's notebook. You gotta do a little cough. Huh?
He's inspiring you, huh?
Here we go. O sole mio, sto fronte a te. All right, that song again.
Rock, you took that easy.
You think so?
Easy.
You think so?
So be, I'm
I
gonna
was
be
louder.
honest.
I was
You're
louder.
good at a lot of things. Singing ain't one of them.
Sorry. I need some auto tune.
Little Italy of Denver. Would you ever try, or have you ever
Wait,
tried?
first though, before you even answer, there's a little early in Denver.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
listen,
he's capping. He's
I
capping.
appreciate you for holding it down in Denver. Would you ever try Kazumatsu?
Absolutely.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
hell no.
For everybody that doesn't know, just look at this image right here.
Yeah.
But listen, there's a funny story with our cousin Mike D'Amato, because my parents had that cheese in our house, and he ate it one time.
Oh my
and
God.
didn't know. And for me, I was like, I didn't know what it was at that time, but I just didn't want to eat that cheese. But for anybody that doesn't know, it's literally cheese with worms in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
maggots,
literally
right?
rancid cheese with maggots.
But are the
Why?
maggots alive?
Yeah.
Is that stupid
Yeah, they're
question?
squirming
But yo,
around.
it stays in the fridge, the cheese?
Well,
No,
see,
we
ours
left
we
it
had it in the
on
fridge.
yeah.
But I think the worms were dead. I don't know. I just don't recommend it.
I think you could do either or.
I don't know how that. I mean, listen, your father likes it.
My dad
and there's
loves
a lot of
it.
people that like it. Clearly,
It's big. It's
People-
big in
the way-
our
The way you
our
make
area.
it is like you make it and you leave it out for like 6 months and the worms.
No,
just
the
form
way
in
that you make it is that you don't. There's no reason to eat that. I'm sorry.
It's a big thing in southern Italy, though.
yeah, 100%.
I could just never understand why someone would
Like in our
want to
Sicily,
eat
it's
that.
Sicilian too.
Our region, people eat that.
Okay, this is our boy Carmine Colombo. What are better summers, in Italy or New York?
A little half and half action, you know.
All
Bro, we
right.
haven't
There's
been
nothing
there in
like
a
summer
minute.
in New York, bro. It's lit.
Listen,
New York is lit in the summer.
As
actually.
you got older, you know.
I was gonna say summers in Italy under 21, summers in New York over 21.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a-
Look, like, all right.
that's a good way to
Because
put it.
New York
I got a
gets
better
poppin'
answer. I got a
in the
better
summer.
answer. Summer in New York before 4th of July.
Ooh.
And Italy
All right.
for
good answer.
Ferragosto. Like
Yeah.
Italy in
Yeah, I
August
always
is a
went to
vibe.
August. Yeah, you're right.
Especially southern Italy, like where we're
But-
from.
but
Sicily,
I've
Calabria.
I've been in our hometown after Ferragosto, and it's a ghost town. Every person who comes in from New York, Germany, wherever they're coming in from, it's literally they wake up August 16th and leave.
Yeah, but yo, think about it for us, right? Late July, Marano de Girovato, right? And then into the middle of August, there's Ferragosto,
San
and then
Rocco.
obviously
And then
I have San
San
Rocco.
Rocco, yeah.
So for us,
But not just for those.
that's-
There's a bunch of stuff like that in the towns.
Yeah, that 3-week window,
lot of
bro,
the
a lot of
feasts
fest,
are the end of August,
festa, whatever. They have so many feasts going on all the time.
Yeah.
And it's great food, yo.
that-
Italy's street food is awesome.
Italy street food,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
the best,
great.
the best.
I mean, listen, this might be a little hostile. Italy street food is slightly overrated.
You think so?
I mean, look, they get salsiccia with ketchup and mayo, and then
Yeah,
they,
and
they
it's
make fun of
banging.
us.
Bro, you ever have a kebab in Italy?
Fire.
Bro, kebab's not even Italian.
It's
What's
not-
up?
Alright,
okay,
what's
okay,
up with the
okay, okay.
kebab?
Hold on.
I don't understand
Yo,
the kebab
listen,
shit.
Basically a gyro, I guess.
Listen,
no?
the Greek might have invented
Yo.
it, but the Italians
How good do they make
perfected
it, bro? How good do they make
With
it?
a little, with a couple
I
French
had kebabs
fries,
like 2 times. I'm like,
Banging.
this shit
Yo,
is
they put
basura.
ketchup and mayo on there,
Yeah.
so you
Yeah,
know it's
like-
real.
With a
That's why
peach
I hate when Italians make fun of us.
It hits so hard.
I hate when
Vibe.
Italians make fun of us. Like, oh, that's not real Italian food. Like, my man's, you eat kebabs with mayo and ketchup.
But
Like, what are you talking
yeah,
about?
you're right, bro.
okay,
you're
so
right.
like when a feast in New York, right? What's considered Italian is the sausage and peppers, right? Or like the bruschetta.
That's more Italian than kebab.
When you go to Italy, right? The real Italian version of that is literally like roast, like over the fire sausage, and they put French fries with ketchup and mayo.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm saying.
Banging. It's
Bro,
banging.
but that's not
Yeah,
Italian.
I mean,
though.
the Italians do pick and choose their battles. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta be honest.
They skip that part. It makes me laugh.
Then what kills me is that they put hot dogs and French fries on a pizza,
They call them Medagon.
and they
We
call
don't
it the
eat that
Americano.
shit.
Nobody eats that. But then if you post a chicken parm, they lose their minds.
Or a chicken roll,
they
or
pick and
garlic
choose.
nuts.
You're right. They pick and choose.
They choose their battles very carefully.
Se ti piace a dolce, ti piace amar.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. You gotta like the sweet, the good, and the bad.
know?
All right, the best part of the show, the time that we all been waiting for. That's enough for the questions. So those who have submitted the
Oh,
questions,
we got more questions. Just
thank you
funnier ones.
so much, Sabino. What are we doing now, my brother?
I'm asking the first one.
No, I just I
Oh,
want to get the people
it's
rattled up.
Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated. We know what we're talking about.
Listen, this is
just
the-
enjoy the show.
This is the best like little series in the podcast.
I
I've been
really
enjoying
like
these.
the concept of
Miguel's never experienced this.
No, it's my first time. Again,
All right,
no
so that means
invite.
you have to answer first to all the,
Yeah.
Okay.
the ones. All
All
right?
right.
All right, here we go. Overrated, underrated, or perfectly rated? The Sopranos.
perfectly rated. Easy. It doesn't. You don't have to be Italian to enjoy it. The Sopranos literally took TV by storm. Like, it was ritual that everyone had to be home on Sunday to watch The Sopranos. It doesn't matter who you were, what you did for work, Italian or not. Everybody watched The Sopranos, whether they liked it or not. Everyone's watched it.
Okay.
Sopranos is perfectly rated. It is. It really is a great show. But I do gotta one thing I need to say.
Especially
Especially to the people that are obsessed with this show. Just remember, it is a show.
You're not Tony Soprano.
You're not
you
Tony
gotta let it
Sirico,
go.
Okay? You're not Paulie Walnuts. Put the tracksuit away. Okay?
But it's true because when was the last
They get bananas,
the
bro.
final episode of The Sopranos was
a lot
aired
of-
when?
A long
2000.
time ago.
I want to say like 2006 maybe, right?
15 years ago.
Okay,
Fact check
that is how long ago. The following for Sopranos
Well, 'cause of
is
streaming.
unlike
'Cause of
any
streaming.
other.
Because of streaming.
Like
it went
look at
crazy.
when we were at Sopranos.
It was the number
Con.
one show. Not to cut you off, it was the number one show in 2020. The Sopranos. So, and by the way, the last episode was March of 2007.
All right, so right there.
Yeah,
I rewatched Sopranos
And
in the
you're
last year.
So you're talking about just about 15 years, right? Just about. It's still relevant as it was 15 years ago.
I think I'm going to say something a little controversial. Game of Thrones is better than Sopranos.
You saying this on an Italian podcast? my brother?
Listen, I love Sopranos, but Game of Thrones is fire.
I'm gonna have to agree with him.
Respectfully disagree.
But,
agrees. She
but
agreed,
I
too.
agree. And if you would have asked me that the first time I watched Game of Thrones all the way through, I would have disagreed. But after rewatching it 2-3 times, I have to say that Game of Thrones is probably the greatest television show that will ever
Also because of
live.
the budget. Like, think about like all the
Listen,
effects and all that.
100%.
Spoiler right now. I'm not really gonna spoil anything, but you can't tell me if you're a huge Game of Thrones fan that you enjoyed that ending.
No.
Same thing with
But
Sopranos.
same thing with
though.
Yeah,
Sopranos.
but no, but Sopranos is a great
cannot
ending.
end a series.
I guess
HBO cannot
but
end
Sopranos
a series.
is great, bro, because
I don't-
you make your ending. You
Same
choose.
Same thing with Game of Thrones.
You
though.
say,
make
all
your
right,
ending
Tony
too.
walks out with his family, or not at all, because
he don't.
bro.
Dude, listen, spoiler
This is like a whole other
spoiler
podcast.
alert,
man.
Tony got clipped.
Yo, I was watching.
He goes off with his family at the end of the night.
No, he
He's like-
doesn't. He definitely doesn't.
He doesn't go for this
No,
one. It's black.
it was, dude. I was on TikTok the other night, and this is hilarious.
The
that you
theory?
say it.
There's a theory
No,
on
no, no. There was a kid, right? That on the screen it says you're in a New Jersey diner, and this song comes on, and it's
Woke up this.
no.
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop believing.
Yeah.
And he literally, his face
Put a
goes like
black
this,
screen?
and he runs out the door. So if you tell me that Tony Soprano does not get clipped, I can't agree with you.
All right, let's move on to the next one because we've been on the Sopranos talk for a minute here. Jersey Shore.
Oh my God, overly rated. And no
Quick.
offense to Vinny, he's a friend of the podcast, but
Chasavin. Keto Guido himself.
What's overrated about it?
I'm still very upset about the image that it created of Italian Americans. And people from Jersey, like, they rep it hard. Like, girls want to look like Snooki and guys want to be Guidos. That might be a Jersey thing, but outside of Jersey,
Ron.
If you
yeah.
do that in 2020, you're ridiculous. Though.
Like, there's
You
so
need to
much.
stop.
There's so much more. Maybe we're too authentic for that, but it just poorly portrays the Italian culture, in my opinion.
all right, hold on.
So that's why it's overrated? 'Cause
Yeah.
the image
All right,
that
hold on, hold
portrays
on.
it.
No,
This is the
no
one thing-
reality TV show to me will ever be properly rated.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's overrated.
Okay,
100%.
so Jersey Shore. Listen, I actually enjoyed it a lot. I watched a lot of it. I'll say it's properly rated.
we all did. We definitely
But
all
the one thing I will say, was it really supposed to be an Italian show, or was it supposed to be a show about the Jersey Shore?
You're right, bro.
And just a lot of Italians go there.
Yeah.
it's kind of like the
Because
term
when you
that
think
it's
of it
from.
as a whole, the only real
But-
Italian on the show
but-
is Vinny.
Yeah.
No, but
'Cause Vinny's
every
mom
single
and Vinny's family
No,
is
but this is
Italian.
where I disagree with you because every single person on the show was Italian.
Of Italian descent.
Of Italian descent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
casting was,
It was-
specific,
it
bro.
was
They kind of set us
specifically
up, no?
the Italian flag on the garage door, like it was aimed to be an Italian show because it was based on the Italians who go to the Jersey Shore.
I mean, listen, but everybody wants to be Italian that goes to the Jersey Shore. Everybody wants a guinea
Okay,
tea,
I agree.
you know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
even still,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
2021, and there's still kids my age still go to the Jersey Shore every weekend. They rent a house and they go to DJs.
I respect what Jersey Shore, like, listen, it put Italians on the map, and even
But
though if
for
it was
all
a
the
negative
wrong
way,
reasons,
we're
for
always
all the
used to
wrong
that.
reasons.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
if it's not that, it would have been a mob show.
Yeah.
I rather Jersey Shore than Fam of the Mob or whatever bullshit shows.
Okay, yeah, well, that's like friggin' Pick Your Poison.
Yeah.
But I'll take Jersey Shore.
All right. Gomorrah.
Underrated.
Severely underrated.
So underrated.
Only reason why I'll say that too is because there's so many people that don't know about it.
100%. You only watch Gomorrah if you're, I want to say Napolitan.
Listen, after people went crazy with Squid Games, watch Gomorrah and then,
Oh,
then come talk to me.
it shits on every Italian. It shits on every.
It's like Sopranos on 100.
But it's real though, because remember that summer we went to Napoli? They were not.
Sopranos
fans of
is
us.
real too.
Yeah.
Like,
Because we.
not saying Sopranos is real, but like
There's a lot going on there.
There's
Like,
stories.
no,
that
but
true.
the Gomorrah is a real thing. So I think it's so underrated because not a lot of people know about it. I think if the young American kids that all watch Netflix, I think if Gomorrah was on Netflix, it would take the internet by storm.
Yeah.
That's their one flaw is that they're not on Netflix. I
They
think
were on Netflix though.
but they're not anymore.
They're not anymore,
They're
but
not
they were. I
anymore.
watched
I
2
think-
seasons on there.
Yeah.
The new season's out. I haven't watched it yet, so nobody get crazy on us. But
All right.
Yo,
watched the first 2.
Team Cheeto, but go ahead.
No, that's good for those 3. You, Miguel, you want to lead the next one?
All right. Overrated,
she's a little rusty.
underrated, perfectly rated. Goodfellas.
That's a good question. Goodfellas. To me, honestly, this is gonna sound crazy, but it's underrated to me. But
I agree.
I feel like it's not in the top arsenal of great, Italian mob movies. I feel like it's very underlooked. A lot of people say Casino. A lot of people say A Bronx Tale over it. A lot of people put The Godfather. I think it's in that same tier of movies. There's levels. I think it's at that level, and not a lot of people give it that respect.
So you're saying it doesn't get the clout it deserves?
No, I mean to us it does, but like to your average person, no, definitely not.
The thing I like most about Goodfellas is if I watch it tonight, right? If I turn it on tonight, I'll see something that I didn't see the first time, and especially now that I moved to that area where these guys were from. Like, spoiler alert for anybody watching this, but when they robbed the JFK and stuff, like
You're right there.
those guys are from Howard Beach. Some of them, like
Great point.
I know they're grandkids now. So to me, it's like that's my favorite part is that hearing more stories. Like, this guy is based after my grandfather and good, and you're like, oh shit, wow. So it's like just shows how close it was to us.
Yeah,
you know,
Bronx Tale.
This one to me is perfectly rated. I feel like I recently just watched Bronx Tale.
That's
For the
crazy.
first time?
Yeah, for the first time, and
That's kind of
everybody.
Rocco is head of content here at Going Up a Time, mind you.
Listen, I feel like everybody always told me to watch it. It's great, and yeah, it definitely met those expectations for me. It's a great film from start to finish, and the acting was phenomenal, the cast was phenomenal, everybody did a great job.
I'll say Bronx Tale is a little underrated because it doesn't get the same love as like Goodfellas and Godfather, but it's just as good, I think. And the acting is phenomenal. Like, shout out to our guy Chaz Palminteri, but De Niro found that show from him doing the one-man show, and then created that movie with it. So just from that alone, and
So
then
your Bronx Tale is like my Goodfellas, basically.
yeah, pretty much. This is a good way to put it. What's the next one?
Casino.
Very underrated.
Very
Ginger.
underrated.
Ginger, man.
That's
that
some
shows
real,
everything
that's
you need
some,
to know
that's
about
some real
love,
shit
man.
right there. Yeah.
No matter how much money you could give someone,
you can't buy love.
you can't buy love.
The
And
first
it's
time
classic
I watched that
movie.
movie was with you.
Yeah.
First time, and it was
I think I enjoyed it so much because this is gonna sound crazy again. That was my first ever mobster movie that I ever watched.
Casino. That's a good movie to start
And
with.
it set the bar so high for the other ones. So I agree, underrated.
Yeah, great movie. And I honestly shout out to Joe Pesci in that movie.
Legend.
He was his acting in that movie was uncomparable,
I
undeniable.
forget that's based on a true story, is it?
All of them are based on true stories for the most part. It's my turn now, guys.
No, we got one more.
Oh, we do have one more.
Donnie Brasco,
Donnie Brasco happened on this block right here.
right across the street.
Wow.
Very underrated.
Not a lot of
Brasco's a great movie.
Not a lot of people know about Donnie. I feel like of the 4, Donnie Brasco spoken about the least.
I think this segment should have been called underrated, underrated, or underrated.
And we don't like mob movies, guys, by the way.
Oh, this is a good one.
But now, Donnie Brasco happened right here on the corner, right where we grew up. Just to show you guys like how
It's a true
much
story.
it meant to the neighborhood. Like the cafe was literally right here, next, like 3 doors down from Panisha. And my boy Premium Pete and me, like we always say quotes from Donnie Brasco all the time. We go, put the window up. I'm gonna get
Anybody-
It's just
anybody-
Pacino on that is insane.
Anyone who says that Williamsburg is not Italian because of what it is now, please refer back to Donnie Brasco because the kids from the other side of Brooklyn get real nasty when it comes to talking about Williamsburg.
Wait, do the Best and Bay Ridge kids have a mobster movie? Nah, right?
like Gravesend. Or whatever.
You can keep it. You can keep it. No, we're gonna piss off a lot of people with that. But all my friends that are in that show, I love you. But come on. All right.
Well, comparing it to Donnie Brasco.
All right.
It isn't necessarily fair either.
We're not comparing it to anything fair. Okay, my turn. It's December. We're Italian. You already know. Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated. Struffoli.
Ooh, let's
Little
go.
honey balls.
No, please don't say honey balls though. All
right.
It's like,
Hey, honey, you made some honey balls?
This is gonna be. I think they're overrated.
Extremely. I agree.
I don't like honey like that, but I don't like them.
no, I agree 100%. Because
I
look,
thought you guys were gonna fight me
no,
on this.
I agree, and a lot of people are gonna hate this, but listen, take the struffoli, take the honey away from that struffoli, bro. What are you eating?
Literally,
Dough? Like,
No, all right, hold on.
little
I want
things of
to say one thing about this. The struffoli have to be eaten fresh. They still gotta be out the fryer warm.
you never get them.
They
like
leave it
that.
for
So
days,
3
weeks,
Yeah.
bro.
You never get them
Sure
like
that-
that.
Listen, the only struffoli I'll have has to have a lot of honey on it, and then the sprinkles, and it has to be crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. To do that,
Good luck. Where
That's
where
like-
do you find those?
like Sabino said, you have to have it that instant. But people mail it out to people.
Yeah,
I don't know how they
don't
do
like
it.
you.
Bugging.
It's like, come on.
Please, nobody send me any struffoli.
Yeah,
For the love of God. Okay.
send me a text or something.
Overrated,
I'll appreciate
underrated,
that.
perfectly rated. Panettone.
Perfectly rated. I love panettone,
You better never give me a panettone gift, because if you do,
Listen.
I'm gonna give it right back.
dude.
Do this. Next time you give a panettone, write your name
Listen.
underneath and see how many people it is.
I went to brunch the other day and I had panettone French toast.
That's the only thing you could do with it.
Banging.
Rock, what do you think?
No, it's very versatile. Panettone, you have chocolate panettone, you have lemon panettone, you have the fruit, the dried.
Just
fruit
don't give me the
panettone.
dried fruit garbage.
No, that
Everything
one
else is
slaps
good.
too, yo.
The,
Throw a little powder sugar
the one
on
with
there.
the powdered sugar on it's fire.
Yeah.
Anything with powdered sugar is
I
good.
think-
Is it called the Tre Maria? What is it called?
That's the best.
You-
That Tre Maria is like superior to
Bro,
everything else.
all Italians, our generation, hate panettone, so it's underrated. I think it's underrated because a lot of people say what Sabino said. Oh, it's always gifted, yada yada. Who even eats that?
Exactly.
It's
But
great during
I
this
say-
time of year. It's definitely underrated.
All I'm gonna say it's a great gift
fair enough.
because then the people you gift it to, if they forget a gift, they could use it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I say
The gift that
perfectly
keeps on
rated
giving.
because I see how much like our family eats it and the clout it has in our family, which is a lot because at this time of year
Way too much.
We way too much. So I say perfectly rated because that's how I feel about it. I think it's fire.
All right. Last one. Zeppole.
Ooh,
Now, are we talking about Zeppole
Like
from San
traditional.
Gennaro?
Like,
yeah, exactly like that. And I'll put an image there so people can see which one we're referencing. But to me, Zeppoli, perfectly rated. You know, there's nothing, especially at a fair when you're at a feast, nothing slaps harder than having some nice fried Zeppoli. First day.
You gotta go first day.
fresh
Let me
oil.
Let me see the
Fresh
I'm
oil.
definitely not doing that.
No.
But with the powdered sugar on there, when the girls ask or the guys, whoever's working, you want powdered sugar? I'm like, yo,
Extra.
whatever you do, extra.
Extra.
I'm gonna call our cousin Mario. Can you put a little extra powdered sugar on?
Yeah, I'm gonna go perfectly rated. I think Zeppelis are like Struffoli's like older, cooler cousin.
Yeah, that's a great
They're
way
like
to put it. Yeah.
everything Struffoli should be.
The cousin that went to high school.
No, it's like
great.
the older cousin that was like captain of the football team. Like,
That's a great analogy.
Now, but I do want to say one thing though, because Zeppoles are extremely underrated because people only associate as the fair ones. But like a lot of people make the zeppoles like we make it with like lemon zest and honey in Italy, and that is like that's our Sansa's like
traditional dessert.
Traditional dessert.
Wow.
And I like that one better than those zeppoles. That's why I asked.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's a fair point. Okay, last overrated, underrated, perfectly rated over here, and then we're done for the day. Overrated, underrated, or perfectly rated, capicola or gabagool?
That is so overrated. It's not even funny.
Wow.
And it's because of you guys that we can't enjoy it anymore. It's everybody that's on the internet. Where's the gabagool? Like that, you ruined it.
Up in the Sri Lanka. What? What?
All right.
I don't even ask for capicola anymore. I say take it out.
Yeah, what would you if okay, so we're at the deli, right? I can't even tell you one customer that comes in and gets gabagool on it like a sandwich, like by itself.
But some people used to do gabagool and like American cheese and mustard
on like a roll.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's weird.
That's wild, bro.
But like,
that's why it's overrated.
You should not put any Italian cocoa with mustard. That's just me, though.
But
some people do that.
In Italy, gabagool is huge. That's on every.
Homemade gabagool.
It's on every antipasto in Italy.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen. Everybody that says gabagool, you ruined it for us. Yeah. Sorry, it's overrated.
I don't even eat it anymore.
Sorry.
I can't wait for the comment section.
You guys could abuse me as much as you want.
They're gonna violate on
you guys
one.
are the reason why it's overrated.
I say the capicolo. I don't know if but whatever.
I say gabagool.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Prosciutto.
Ooh. Perfectly rated.
Oh, wow, look at it, right in sync.
I mean, prosciutto is the king. Everybody knows prosciutto di Parma is superior. It's the king.
Yeah.
Mozzarella, provolone, burrata, whatever you want. Matches up with any cheese.
Prosciutto goes with everything.
Can we give it the crown for the goat of the Italian cocos?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Easily.
the best. And it's perfectly rated. Nobody says that, well, people don't like it, but how could it not be perfectly rated?
It has to be sliced very thin.
Yeah.
You got to know how to slice
Literally
it.
like paper thin. Paper thin.
And prosciutto, listen. I'm going to get back to another point. Like, there's people in Italy that make prosciutto themselves, age it for 3 years, and say, this is for when my son gets married.
Yeah.
They make their own prosciutto.
But it'll stay good. If it's in the right temperature, it'll stay fine. A lot of people are like, 3 years.
Well, you know, it looks disgusting, but all the...
Yeah, you got to cut it off.
Yeah, you got to cut off all that
it's a lot of
mold
work.
on it. But then after that, you got some deliciousness underneath.
Yeah, that's
kind of like me.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, all right.
Reason 1,317.
What did you say?
Yeah, perfect. Definitely perfect.
Anytime the guys in the shop are slicing prosciutto, I grab a piece every single time.
So good.
Every single time.
Prosciutto is the most popular Italian cold cut in our shop.
Yeah, it has to be.
Numbers-wise.
For obvious reasons.
Makes sense. Okay, last one. Mortadella.
Very underrated.
So underrated.
So many people don't even know what mortadella is. A
lot of people
explain it. It's like an Italian bologna, but has pistachio. But I will say the mortadella in Italy is better.
Oh,
for some reason, it just tastes better.
It's not as like
softer.
Yeah.
I'll have the one there. I won't have the one here. It's weird.
Like let's say, like when I get the mortadella from Italy, it tastes sick when you cut it thin.
Now, you guys like the pistachio nuts in there or no?
I feel like I've never had it without. I mean, I've seen some.
No, they in like America, a lot of them don't make it with pistachios because of the nut allergy. Like in the shop, we had to stop carrying the one with pistachios because
I feel like
do you prefer that one or you like it?
Me personally, yeah, but like nut allergy is like the number one allergy there is. So you literally can't serve it with pistachios because that slicer after that, even a couple sandwiches later, it comes in contact with someone's cold cut, you could kill somebody.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys. Well, listen, if you enjoyed this episode, this one we did it actually longer than usual, but just having a good time.
Did I earn my invite to the next espresso time?
I don't know. We went a little too long now. I think it's because of you. You're a chatterbox.
I like to talk, yeah. All right,
all
right, guys. It was nice seeing you. This is probably the last time you'll see me here. Then I'll invite me next.
Nah, you'll be back. You'll be back.
Happy holidays, everybody. Merry
Ciao.
Christmas.
Buon Natale.
And buonanotte.